Well, welcome back, everybody. We're out here at U-Puller Parts in Rosemount, Minnesota. And we're back to the usual, a Dodge Caravan. This is a third-gen Dodge Caravan. It is a 2000 Dodge Grand Caravan. And it says it's gold, but I don't know if it's gold. It is an SE with some fancy little decals on the back. Looks like there's no lower trim on the hatch for starters. She's a bit rusty. A little bit of weight reduction going on here. The paint's in really good shape though. It looks like immaculate paint besides the rust. It is a long wheelbase Caravan based on that. Tinted windows. It is 6 of 2000, so just barely third gen. And paint coat on this, I can't remember the paint codes on this sticker or the front sticker. PG2 paint code. The door panel is off. I'm curious as to why. Silver fern interior. Looks like a high trim interior too. Yep. It doesn't have the lights, but it does have the cloth lower bits here. Looks like we've got power windows, power rear windows, power locks, power mirrors. There's some sort of, it's got an aftermarket Kenwood radio in it with the little microphone. So you could do radio calling. That's kind of nice. The steering wheel's got a little bit of wear to it. We have cruise control, a full instrument panel. It's actually like not dirty in here. Oh, look at that. It's got a second row bench and a third row bench, but these benches have the built-in child restraint seats. I will show you guys that in a little bit here. We've got single zone climate control. And like I said, an aftermarket Kenwood radio. I might pull that bracket just to have one. That would be nice to have. Anything in the cup holders? No. A little gross looking, but not too bad. There's the owner's manual. Somebody's been down there because that's a trim. Oh, there's a relay. And there's some wires probably for the radio. Any oil change stickers up here? Nope. Looks like we've got the nice sun visors with the lights and the extenders. No overhead console, just dome lights and hooks. It's kind of a weird, so it's an SE, but it's like a base SE with some weird special options like those. Definitely family-based, budget-oriented SE Caravan. It's in decent shape. Somebody's took the brakes off this, so I bet you, and the caliper, I bet you this had new front brakes on it. I would be willing to bet. It's got aftermarket tie rod on it with a grease zerk. Looks like the inners look nice too. The rack is leaking though. Under the hood here, we've got a 3.3 liter V6 and a 4.1 TE automatic transmission. And there's a heated power mirror from some other vehicle. Somebody's been way back in here. Look at this. Somebody's been in here. The throttle body is right there. What did they take? What's missing? Power steering lines are disconnected. And one of them's missing, I think. So they were getting at the power steering lines. It's got aftermarket brakes. Look at that. It's got replaced brake lines going down to the rear. However, there's a spring on that one. That's kind of funny. Maybe those were the recall lines. I don't know. They're nicely done. They are very nicely done. Brake lines. They're copper nickel brake lines. That strut tower has rotted, but also been re-welded up. See this? It rotted, and somebody came in there and patched it. So there's a plate under there, it looks like. Nice. The coil pack's over here. That looks pretty shiny for a coil pack. It's got a Master Pro rad hose on it. Shiny new radiator under here. Shiny new rad cap. Brand new air filter in there. Somebody did a bunch of work to this van. It's a fresh zip tie on the block heater right here. It's got a block heater. It's got some gunk in that radiator. Look at that. Wonder what was going on there. Trans computer looks original. Air conditioning looks original. Alternator. The bolt's undone for the intake that's been pulled. A new thermostat gaskets. Probably new thermostat and everything in it. New plug wires. We know that. New coil pack. Looks like Sorry, had to sneeze there. New plugs as well. Okay, so somebody's done a good tune-up on this thing. New headlights, actually. I see those two shiny new headlights. Anything underneath here? Oil pan don't seem like it really leaks. Nothing really leaks up on that side. Yeah, this brake caliper is like brake rotor is like brand new. The caliper, it looks okay. Somebody took the pads for this side. Interesting. A little bit of rust on this side. It looks like it's a Minnesota vehicle. 2015 State Recreation Area sticker. Let's take a look back here. It's got the full wraparound floor mat too. Very nice. Yep. These bench seats are in really good shape. So if anybody needs these child restraint benches, and let me see if I can remember how these work. Yep. So this comes down, and then you belt your kid up in here like this. It's got full straps. This is like a 3-point harness deal. Got to keep the kiddos protected. And does this fold down? Looks like it does all kinds of stuff here. I can't. It's like it does something there. Maybe that's for like a car seat maybe. And then you've got this to adjust. You can adjust some stuff here. So does this come out? See, I don't know exactly how these work either. So we're learning. So you pull this to adjust something. Hear that? The seat move independently? I'm not sure, actually. You guys might have to school me on how these work. But they're very cool. Very cool. Interesting option. Definitely shows you who they were catering some of these vans to. I think this clips back in right here in the center. Yeah, I thought I was going to show you how these work. I thought they'd be pretty intuitive. They're not, actually. I'm not quite sure. So actually it tells you right here. So this probably will tell you. You tell me. I haven't read it. I just looked. Door panels are in good shape. Everything's in good shape back here. Everything looks good. No, it's in really good shape. Oh, this carpet's ripped, as they always are right here. They're all ripped right there. There's the little seams back there. How about underneath? Underneath, you got rust on the rockers. It's got a new muffler welded onto it. The catalytic converter is still on it. Huh. That's a first. How'd you botch that job? Well, they're going to take this one back to scrap, and they're going to be laughing at that, I think. Yeah, the catalytic converter is still on the vehicle, actually. So, that's neat. I wonder if it's hollowed out or something. I don't know. Hard to say, but it's there. It's got a half-size spare up underneath. Something looks funny with that leaf spring, but that just might be because of the way it's sitting. That's fair. Looks like we got aftermarket rear brakes on it, so it's just had all new brake lines, it looks like. It's got original front to rears on it though, but the rear axles and the front brakes have been done. The ones that blow out the most. Anyway, I think that's going to do it today for this 2000 Dodge Grand Caravan SE out here at U-Pull in Rosemount, Minnesota. I got the goods. Look at that.